Hola Taurus, welcome back to my channel Divine Nudges. We're getting ready to do an all signs reading. What do each of the signs think about you, my loves? Okay, so we'll touch upon a few things. It could be more than just what they think about you. It could just be the energies that you're experiencing in your connections with these signs. Starting with Gemini, there is some self-judgment going on. With a Gemini in your life, they may be being too harsh on themselves. Perhaps they're telling you that you're too harsh on yourselves, okay? But there's something to do with self-judgment, and that could be a shadow aspect in your connection with a Gemini. Ooh, Polly. I don't know that I'm meant to be with only one person for the rest of my life. I don't even want to laugh at the fact that Gemini, the twin, is multiple, is like two people in one minimum. Okay. That just seems so appropriate. But all zodiac jokes aside, you may have a Gemini on your hands who's Polly, or maybe you are Polly. Um, the conversation could also just be like this particular person isn't enough for you. Like you would feel like to be in a connection with this person, not all of your needs would be satisfied or met, or vice versa. But yeah, I don't know that I'm meant to be with only one person for the rest of my life. So that might be what's going on with a Gemini. It says here proposal commitment. Now it came out in the reverse. I just want to be clear about that. It did show up in the reverse. So this may be someone who is non-committal. Okay. Maybe you would want to propose to this person. Maybe this person would want you to propose to them. Doesn't seem like that would be a good idea because there is a non-committal person here. But it's almost as if you all have discussed taking your connection to the next level. And this is what's kind of coming out. Like, I don't know. I don't know that, it says here taken. Yeah. Don't take this personally, but my heart belongs to someone else. See, that might be what's really going on here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was picking up earlier when I was saying, like, maybe this poly card really just indicates that this person doesn't meet your needs like someone else might or would, or like maybe like there's something missing, or it could literally be that someone would prefer to be in a polygamous relationship. Okay. That's not going to work for one of you. Okay. It's not going to work. It might work for one of you, but not the other. It says here, date. I'd love to get together sometime and learn more about you. So this could just be someone that you're dating anyway. This could be someone that's not really serious. So this could be someone that you intend on going on a date with soon, Taurus, by the way, or someone that you have been casually dating and you don't really see it going beyond that. And it says here, Five of Swords, I wish I can take back all the words I said to you. I get very angry when someone doesn't agree with me and I act impulsively. So this person may have anger issues or unregulated emotions. Um, Again, with the Gemini energy, can kind of have some bipolar tendencies even too, is what I'm picking up here with this Five of Swords. But it could just be that you guys kind of tend to bump heads a lot, and your conversations can easily go from a conversation to an argument. Okay. All right, moving on. Libra, lack of self-love. So there may be a Libra around you who's a bit insecure, who does not love themselves enough, and someone who has a self-love deficit tends to look towards others to fill that gap for them, that empty space for them. So that could be kind of a shadow aspect in your connection. But this Libra has a crush on you. Says, I can't help but smile every time I think about you. Okay. Says here, relationship connecting. So this person definitely would love to be in a relationship with you, would definitely love to connect with you. But with that self love deficit, I'm almost picking up on a codependent type of energy from this Libra, though. It says here, solitude. My alone time is precious to me, and I honestly prefer my own company. You may feel like you prefer your own company over being in the company of this Libra, or this Libra could have that way about them as well, where they just really need their alone time and really appreciate their solitude. Ooh, something here about greed. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Okay, so we could have someone here who wouldn't hesitate to sell their soul. Okay. Um, and then it says here, Four of Wands, I feel comfort and joy in your presence, and I feel appreciated for all of my hard work. It's so easy to relax when I'm with you. So, yeah, you may make this Libra feel good. As I said, they have lack of self love, right? So, this person may be very codependent on you to. I don't know, they may get lost in your personality, Taurus. Okay. Like they may not have a personality of their own, so they may take on yours. But also with that greed there, they could be ulterior motives. There's an Aquarius here. Someone's not following their heart. Whatever it is that your intuition and that your heart is telling you about this connection, you're not following it or they're not following it. Okay. That's a shadow aspect of this relationship. Stop. Unavailable. I'm not able to be in a relationship right now. We can hang out, but I can't give you more. You know what's interesting? Taurus, I just want to say if this is you, if you're currently in a connection with an Aquarius, this has been coming up a lot in Aquarius's energy, so it's definitely not personal. This has definitely been a red flag for the sign of Aquarius and a few of the other all signs readings that I've done for the other signs. And not just that, but their individual readings as well. So I hope, that gives you solace if you were hopeful about a connection with an Aquarius. It says here, grave, no second chances. This is a dead relationship. Okay. So if by any chance that's what they tell you, just close the door on them. If they tell you that they're unavailable, if they've treated you like that, if they've ghosted you, it's a dead connection. Okay. I'm going to keep pulling, but it says your influences. I think you're great, but I'm worried about what other people would think. Okay. So this person may be putting on airs, keeping up with appearances, or care way too much about what other people think. It says here, welcome. I want you to know your presence is appreciated and I can be a safe space for you. So that might be how you make them feel. Okay. If you're wondering, like, well, why is this person even dealing with me? That might be why. Okay, so what I'm getting here, Taurus, just from these first three signs, is that people do feel safe and comforted in your presence. Okay, and so that can lead to people being codependent on you or just kind of wanting to tug and pull at your energy. All right, so Eight of Cups, I don't know how to deal with intense emotions, so I walk away and try to distract myself with other things. I have to say that is typical Aquarius energy. So, again, not personal if this is what you're experiencing with an Aquarius. Sagittarius, subconscious projections. So you may have a Sagittarius in your life who projects onto you. They think that you're doing something, but it's really them projecting things onto you. And so you're losing interest in this connection. It says, I just don't feel the same way anymore. So if you've been in a connection with a Sagittarius, Taurus, you may be feeling like you're losing interest. Okay. And it may have something to do with, um, their way, like, oh, there's a way about them. It says here, grass is greener, possibilities. So this person, the Sagittarius, may always be looking for the next best thing. Okay, they may be non-committal, they may not have settled or stable energy, always, again, looking for other possibilities, and they may not be all in. And it says you're not interested yet. To be totally honest, you're not really my type. So yeah, the grass is greener. There are better possibilities for you, Taurus, than the Sagittarius, or the Sagittarius feels this way about you, but there's like a lack of interest in this connection with the Sagittarius. There was a bit of curiosity. It says, I'm intrigued and want to learn more. At one point, there was, someone's curiosity was piqued. They were intrigued, but like after getting to know the Sagittarius, over it. And it says here, the high priestess. Oh, I like that. I'm starting to see more clearly the lies and the masks of those around me. It's sad, but at least I can also see the gifts of our connection. All right, so this may be a lesson learned. You may have learned through this connection with the Sagittarius to really detect when people are putting on airs or they're being dishonest or wearing masks. Okay, but in this connection with the Sagittarius, Taurus, you may be finally realizing that, yeah, this ain't all it's cracked up to be, even though at one point in time you were super duper intrigued by them. Leo, lack of self acceptance. So, again, Taurus, I'm seeing a pattern here of you attracting insecure people, people who, there are some insecurities around. And so, if this person has a hard time accepting themselves, they may have a hard time accepting how much you accept yourself. Okay, do you see what I'm saying here? Again, with this projection energy that's kind of appearing on the table, okay? Um, People may want you to supplement their self-confidence with yours. It's weird. Yeah, red flags. Stop. You promised yourself you'd never date someone like me again, okay? So if you're entertaining a Leo right now, um, whatever, or if you have recently or dated a Leo in the past, whatever you learned from that connection, whatever red flags they displayed, if you see those red flags in another person, you're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not going down that path again. But looks like there are some red flags in this connection. It says here, healing and releasing. This is a connect. I feel like this is a connection you've released recently, okay, in your recent past. But this is, yeah, you're done with it. It says here polite. I don't have feelings for you, but I don't want to hurt your feelings either. So you may currently be entertaining a Leo or engaging with a Leo whom has red flags that you've seen in others before that you promised you wouldn't deal with again. They like you. You're being polite. But you know what? Don't lead them on, Taurus. Yeah, dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my benefit. Um, that Leo, that may be one of the red flags that you experienced with a Leo in the past. And so you're really not too keen on dishonesty. And it doesn't have to be with a Leo, right? This could just be red flags that you experienced in other relationships in the past. But this Leo seems to be a little bit dishonest and they're going to just withhold information from you. You may have picked up on that already, but really what I was saying as I picked up that card is don't be inadvertently, unintentionally misleading because you don't want to hurt their feelings, okay? And it says here, I was betrayed so many times in the past that I prefer to end things before they even start to avoid that type of pain again. Okay, so that's what's going on with that Leo Taurus. Aries, guilt. Okay, so there's an Aries who may be feeling guilty. Maybe they've betrayed you, they've done something. They're dealing with some sort of guilt. It says here, message me. Don't be afraid to reach out. There is a green flag in this connection. This Aries is accessible. Okay, they seem to be accessible and maybe emotionally available to you. It says here, soulmate everlasting. Okay, so there may be some sort of a soulmate connection. Not sure what this guilt is here. Maybe we'll get some clarity on that in a moment. But this does seem to be a soulmate connection with an Aries in your life, Taurus. Options. I do like you and a lot of other people too. So just remember that when it comes to soulmates, we have many. And a lot of times, soulmates teach us lessons, they help us grow. There's a purpose, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So just be careful not to mix, it says here everlasting, a season with a lifetime. Okay, just be careful not to mix that. Because it looks like this Aries likes you, but they have options. They have other options. And that might be where their guilt is coming from. Maybe you guys get along so well, but maybe when they met you, they had other people on their roster, so to speak. Sorry, I'm not being more eloquent with my words there. And so maybe as your relationship progresses with this Aries Taurus, they're starting to feel more and more guilt about that because look, it says your future. I'm thinking ahead and wondering what our relationship will be like in the future. So this Aries can see themselves having a future with you. But yeah, Seven of Wands, I'm afraid to show you off because I feel you are out of my league and others will make fun of me or try to steal you from me. Okay, so there's some of that going on. Taurus and Virgo, inner child wounds. Okay, you may have a Virgo in your life that has inner child wounds. Now, again, this first deck that I'm pulling from, these are definitely at shadow aspects. Okay. So it's not to say like, oh my goodness, every option on the table is a horrible option. No, these could be shadow aspects that you're coming across in a connection. Okay. So I don't want to make it seem like there's no good apples. Okay. In the, what the heck? The forest? Lord. All right. Ooh, love struck. It's pretty obvious that you're into me. So there may be a Virgo in your life, Taurus, and they may be into you, and it's pretty obvious, or vice versa. Okay. It may be very obvious to them that you're love struck, that you're into them. Okay. All right, it says here spiritual awakening and realizations. This Virgo may be in the middle of a spiritual awakening, though, a death and a rebirth, a transformation, if you will. Okay, and especially with those inner child wounds that are appearing. So, this person might be engaging in some inner child healing right now, which might mean that they're not in the perfect space to be in a connection, a romantic connection. Okay, by the way, if it makes more sense that these energies be platonic, okay, because, you know, I don't think one Taurus is going to have 12 romantic connections. That's a listen, if you got that going on, that's a lot. So some of these could be just platonic. So please take these messages as they resonate and place the messages where they make sense in your storyline. But yeah, you could have a Virgo who's changing their perspective, or they respect yours. It says here, I'd appreciate your unique perspective on a situation. I value your opinion. So yeah, this Virgo could be platonic, could be a friend, could just be someone who loves to bounce ideas off of you because you give them a very fresh perspective. But I don't know. It did say love struck. It did say love struck. Maybe they're love struck by someone else too. Who knows? Okay. But there could be a connection here with you and a Virgo where the understanding is that you're friends, but one or both of you may really be into each other more than in a more than friendly sort of way. Yeah, the moon. Look, I had a rough childhood, so I easily start thinking the worst case scenarios. I know most are illusions, but they feel so real. So this Virgo's really struggling with childhood trauma and inner child wounds. Okay, so moving on, Capricorn is into people pleasing. See, I don't like that. Most people who are people pleasers are inauthentic. Okay, they're not showing you their real selves. So um just be on the lookout for that, right? And that's because they want to present themselves as a red flag. They people please you because that's how they secure the, oh, I want to say secure the bag, but secure the connection. It says, whatever ends up happening with us, I'm grateful to have met you and for the connection that we have. So I'm getting that there's a Capricorn around you that really, really wants a connection with you, but they may err on this err on the side of people pleasing, like brown nosing, kissing your ass, if you will. And you know what? Yes, people, in my opinion, yes, people are dangerous. They just don't hold us to the highest of standards. Yeah, this person is very anxious. It says here anxiety and worry, very anxious when it comes to this connection with you. Okay, so they're not at peace in this connection with you. They're afraid of losing you. They're afraid of not being good enough for you. Um, Energy, there's an energy between us, a vibe that can't be denied. Okay, so on the surface they might play it cool, but below the surface there's a lot going on. It says your career, I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. Now that is true Capricorn energy. Okay, Capricorn is all about that bag. So this person may have a tendency to, when they're dealing with stress, they may escape into work, right? They may really just put their head down and focus all of their energy on work. That may just be a sign for you to know, Taurus, that they're going through something when they do that. Because I'm sensing that it might make you feel neglected. All right. So, Three of Wands, the passion I have for you has opened my perspective to endless possibilities, and I must prepare to face the challenges. So, this person really understands how their insecurities and their worries and their fears impact them, but they feel such a strong connection and passion towards you that like now they're just like you're you're making them have to work on that aspect of themselves because they can realize that it could be a blockage in your connection. All right, Taurus, this could be you and another Taurus, or this could be you and you, I and I. Okay, so here we go. Victimhood. You may have a Taurus around you who, sorry, Taurus, I needed to take a sip of something. My mouth is getting dry. You may have another Taurus around you who plays the victim, or Taurus, as I've been saying, you may have a lot of people around you who have some issues with insecurity. Okay, there may be a lot of victimhood energy around you right now where people are kind of pulling on your heartstrings or pulling on your energetic field in order to help them through their own issues and their trauma. Okay, be careful that it's not you, though, my love. All right. Synergy. We could achieve so much more together than we would individually. So there could be you and another Taurus who could have some sort of synergy. This could be in business, this could be friendship, this could be love. Okay. Ooh, romance feelings. So definitely it looks like there's another Taurus around you that you could feel, you could have romantic feelings for. Okay, and there could be a lot of synergy between the two of you, but victimhood might be a shadow aspect that you need to be aware of in your relationship. Someone might have a tendency to play victim sometimes. It says here, wondering. I often wonder if you feel the same way. Okay, so there could be a Taurus around you who has romantic feelings towards you but has not disclosed them to you. Maybe unbeknownst to you, you guys are just cool, chilling, just friends, but they see you or think of you a little bit more intimately. Look, collaboration. Let's work together to achieve shared success. So, if by chance it's not a romantic, no, it's definitely a romantic thing. This person might like talk to you more about collaborating and working together, but that could just be an excuse to get close to you. Okay. That, my love, could also be your approach as a Taurus when you approach certain connections or relationships. You yourself may be wondering, may have your eye on someone and you're wondering if you two can collaborate to achieve success, is what I'm getting. Huh. Very interesting. Alrighty. It says here the Chariot. I'm no longer passive when it comes to our connection. I'm determined to take solid actions to make it stronger and long lasting. So you're definitely being divinely nudged here to um, take action. Do not hide behind your feelings. Do not be passive. Okay. Or again, this could be what you're experiencing in another connection with another Taurus, in a connection with another Taurus. Okay. Let's move on to Pisces. There is jealousy in this connection. Okay. So you may be in a connection with a Pisces who has jealous tendencies, boundaries. And so therefore, they don't respect your boundaries because they're always suspicious, checking on you, spying on you. It says, yeah, I'm going to push your boundaries and it's up to you if you let me. So there you go. Balls in your court. It says here, new love, renewed hope. Maybe this is someone that you just entered a relationship with. You had hope with them. Um, or, you haven't given up on. You find, you're hoping that you can renew your connection. Or they may push your boundaries to a breaking point, but then just in the nick of time save the connection. Something like that's going on here. Yeah, quality time. I definitely want to spend more time with you. So you may have a very needy Pisces on your hands right now. Someone who just really is way too demanding and way too taxing on you because no matter what you do, it's never enough. That could, again, that's not going to apply to everybody. Yep, look, I'm sorry. I apologize for what I did. So this person may push your boundaries and just in the nick of time apologize and renew your hope that the connection is salvageable. Okay, so definitely picking up on that energy there for Pisces. And it says here, Queen of Swords, I'm starting to appreciate how fair you have been all this time and not accepting my bad behavior despite of your warm nature. let me read that again. I confused myself. I'm starting to appreciate how fair you have been all this time and not accepting my bad behavior despite your warm nature. Okay, so you definitely have healthy boundaries with this Pisces. I love that. You're not dealing it. You're not accepting their behavior, and by doing that, you're teaching them because they're starting to appreciate. Here's the thing. They're appreciating the fact that you are completely aware that their behavior is unacceptable, but you've been kind to them, you've been patient with them, you've been sympathetic and empathetic with them despite that. So they know that you're being fair with them, right? Like they know that it's them and not you. But again, it's up to you to know how far you're going to go with this. Okay. All right. Taurus and Scorpio. Unhealed past relationships. Okay. So you may be in a connection with a Scorpio who is unhealed from past relationships, or someone who has the ghost of girlfriends past or the ghost of boyfriends past. There could be, some exes lingering around them. Okay. Vulnerability. However, you feel like you can be vulnerable around this Scorpio. It says, I love how I can completely be myself around you, or they feel that they can be vulnerable with you. Okay. That's something that you two do very well together. It says here, whole inner growth. Okay, so it looks like with a Scorpio, what's interesting is this person is whole, right? So this might be someone who's not looking for you to fill a self love deficit on their behalf. They show up whole. They're looking for someone to compliment them, not complete them. Maybe that's the vibe that they give you or the vibe that you give them in this connection. But this Scorpio is all about inner growth and wholeness. Says here, thinking of you. I find myself thinking about you a lot. So you could be thinking about the Scorpio a lot. They could be thinking about you a lot, or it could be mutual. Friendly. I'm approaching you with nothing but kindness. So yeah, there's some kind, friendly energy between you and a Scorpio. So far, this is sounding like a really good relationship. This could be someone who you value their friendship. Okay. In addition, if there are romantic feelings between you, okay, because this could just be a friendship. This could be a friendship connection here. Um, if there are romantic feelings between you, you value the friendship aspect of that connection just as much as the romantic aspect. But it seems like you and a Scorpio are really good friends. And then it says here, Six of Swords. I'm finally leaving behind my old ways of thinking and the opinion of others. It's not easy to do, but I know it's for the best. So when it comes to these unhealed past relationships, this could be something that Scorpio is leaving behind, or that Scorpio has taught you to leave behind. Okay. And not so much worrying about the opinions of others. I am almost sensing, Taurus, that you have a Scorpio that has helped you or can help you with your inner growth, okay? And just your own empowerment, your own self-empowerment. Like they've taught you something about leaving your old ways of thinking behind. I don't know. Okay. I'm a Scorpio fan because guess what? Yep, you guessed it. Okay. Cancer, feeling not good enough. I feel like this came up for Cancer in another all signs segment that I did. So that might just be what's going on with Cancers in general. You may have an immature Cancer around you at this time. It says here, right now, I'm not really at a place in my life where I can fulfill the demands of a healthy relationship. Okay. So they may have some unregulated emotions. Yeah. No contact. This person ghosts you when they're upset with you rather than talking things out or rationalizing with you, conversing with you. They just go silent and no contact. Says here casual. I think we could have a lot of fun together, but I don't see it progressing into something deeper. That's how you feel. You can have fun with this Cancer, but because of their immature ways, you're like, yeah, no, look, yep, entertainment. I find your life amusing and your stories comical. So yeah, they're fun. Good time, not a long time. And then Four of Cups, yep, I'm not ready for a relationship. I got used to my routine and it's easier to continue with my current lifestyle. I'm sorry I'm rushing, Taurus, but this video is getting ready to cut off. So I just want to hurry up and end this for you. These have been your messages. These are how all the signs feel about you, or the energy between you and all the signs. If you've enjoyed, or if these messages have resonated with you, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. I will love you for it, okay? Whatever you do, take care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon.